Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Our Golden 20s. You have Sadie and Tegan here, and we have a super fun episode for you guys today. We are going to just talk all things summer bucket list. Coming off the long weekend, we are both officially in summer mode, and we're here just to get each other hyped about summer.
Yeah, I'm already living the summer vibes, truth be told.
Yeah, me too, actually. But I totally agree. It was like literally a flip of a switch with the weather lately in Toronto. And just like the past few weeks, I guess. And as soon as like you wake up to a sunny day, you're like, heck yeah, I have the summer vibes on. I'm feeling energetic. I'm feeling happy. And it's just like so refreshing. And summer vibes are definitely hitting.
Yeah. We had like weeks where people were wearing like winter coats and hats, and then it was like within 2 days it flipped to be 20 degrees. And for the non-Canadians, as soon as it cracks like 15, Canadians are out in like shorts and tank tops. So
oh, girl. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Also, that's just very Canadian weather for any listeners from outside the country. Like, it's like literally one day it's like snowing. The next day you're wearing like shorts and a t-shirt. Like, it's crazy. But I'm pretty sure the first time I saw somebody in jeans, in shorts. Oh my God. Why does this happen to me? The first time I saw somebody in shorts, it was literally 8 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And it was just sunny. And I was like, I know. I was going on a lunchtime walk. I was like, I know I'm going to pass somebody in shorts and a t-shirt and flip-flops and like a summer dress all on this one walk because it's like 8 degrees. And sure enough, I saw all three just like on my street.
Yeah.
But so good. One thing that I've been seeing like a lot of on social media is just people like creating mood boards. And I don't know if this is like new or like why it's trending. I feel like mood boards have always kind of been around, but I've been seeing if it's like TikToks, of people like putting like together an inspirational like Pinterest board but in TikTok form, or just I feel like a lot of people are like Pinterest is just like going off right now or popping off right now. So I also want to just put that out there. If you guys listening have like a vision board or create seasonal mood boards, it might be like a good time to like update that. For me personally, I have Pinterest boards for every season, and then I just pin like ideas for the season, if that makes sense. So I have one for summer that I've been just like adding to consistently, and it might be like a mix of like recipes that are in seasons, or summer fashion, like just summer inspirational images, like whatever it is. But I keep mine all just like on Pinterest, but I've seen some people like turn it into like a mood board and then put it as like their phone or their like desktop background so they always see it. And I just thought that was a kind of cute idea.
Yeah, I love that. We also, I think, on the Our Golden 20s Pinterest have a summer Pinterest board, I guess they're called. So if you are a Pinterest user and you want some inspo or some things to kind of like start off your own board, you can definitely check that out and get some ideas.
Yeah, and this is now just turning into a plug for Pinterest, but honestly, the Pinterest is the best because once you start like pinning, it knows what you're interested in, and then it just becomes like endless. But it's so interesting. I work with Pinterest, and literally at work, the joke is anytime people mention Pinterest, I just go off on like a 10-minute rant because I'm just so excited and like passionate about it. But what I was going to say is that it's so interesting because our Pinterest team has shared with us how when most users are on social media, they find it's like a waste of time, like scrolling Instagram, and you find you've been scrolling it for like an hour or 2 hours. You kind of feel bad or guilty. Right. But Pinterest users are totally different, where they feel like after an hour and I can like vouch for this myself, after an hour scrolling on Pinterest and saving ideas, you actually feel like you were productive because you feel like you were planning or manifesting. You don't feel like it was wasted time. So I find that so interesting, and I just love Pinterest, and I'm giving everybody here permission to scroll Pinterest for hours, plan out your summer, create a mood board, and consider it productive.
Yeah. I love that as far as like giving people permission, because I feel like so many of our episodes, this is what our listeners like. Like we've done polls and people say they want stuff about like how to improve their lives and, you know, that kind of thing. But it's nice and you're totally allowed to just have like fun. Like not every moment of your day has to be like productive. And that's why I feel like this is a good episode to like slip in here, because it's like we've had a lot of episodes about like how to be productive like through every moment of your day, and it's like, but sometimes like if you want to have a Saturday that's just like, you know, watching a movie marathon, like totally go for it, because like I feel like you should be hustling so that you can have those breaks and then take the moments and enjoy it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're giving you permission to skip a day of journaling, skip a day of your skincare, everything we've talked about. No, I think that's such a great point, Tag. And honestly, I think people right now, at least at my work, are like really weird about taking time off. Like everyone finds it pointless to take vacation days. And I was kind of in that same boat as well, especially since at my company they were like allowing carryover. So people were not taking their 2020 vacation and just were going to take a lot of time in 2021, hoping COVID cleared up, whatever. But it's just so like, it's mind-boggling to me how much like 1 or 2 vacation days makes you feel, like how much better it makes you feel. It's literally like a little reset button, and I feel I say that all the time, but giving yourself permission to just unplug from work, like you said, like unplug from being productive, from your goals, from all the things you're working towards and working on, like just take 2 days off, like book them off work. And when you do come back, you're going to find that you're feeling a lot more recharged and you're able to be more productive because of the time off you allowed yourself. So 100%.
Yeah, same goes for sick days. I feel like it's easy to justify like, oh, I'm feeling sick, but I'm working from home, so I'll still, you know, try and work. It's like, no, you should use your sick days. That's what they're for. Even if it's like a mental health day. Like that's literally 100%. What they're for.
Yeah. And your sick days don't carry over. So like make sure you use them up.
Yeah, for sure.
Or else you lose them. Yeah. Awesome. Well, Tag, shall we talk about our summers? We've both put together a little summer bucket list and just ideas or things we're planning for our summer. We thought it would be fun to share that with all of you guys so that when you start planning out, you know, if you plan out your next few months or you're just looking for ideas of what to do to enjoy this beautiful summer weather, hopefully you can come back to this episode and get all the ideas you're looking for. Do you want to start, Tag? Do you want to tell us what's at like the top of your bucket list?
Sure. So my main thing that I'm really, really looking forward to, and I'm hoping that with COVID and everything, it still can work out, is I have tickets to a music festival in the end of August that is in Kentucky. So I will have my second dose of the COVID vaccine, unless something astronomical goes wrong with the rollout. They told me that my date would probably be pushed up even earlier, but anyways, I should have both of my doses, so hopefully there's nothing going on with crossing the border and that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited for that. Like I have a playlist of all the bands that are there, and I've just been like rocking out to it while I've been doing my gardening. And so that's like my number one. I'm planning all my outfits. Like I am...
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, there's nothing better than like a good outfit plan.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's like my number one thing that I'm really hoping works out, and I'm hoping will be fun.
Yeah. Can you drive to Kentucky? That's maybe a dumb question.
Yeah, I think that's probably
Yeah.
what we're gonna do. Just because the
Okay.
location of the festival is kind of far from airports, so then it's like we would have
Okay.
to rent a car and then still drive a couple hours. So it's like maybe we should just drive the
Yeah.
whole thing.
And yeah, and it's probably safer to just stay within your
Mm-hmm.
own car the whole time, rather than like risk yourself to
Flying.
flying or whatever. So, yeah.
Yeah, and like we like road
Awesome.
trips, so you know.
Yeah, that's very fun.
Yeah.
It makes it a whole thing, right?
Yep, get to make your playlist. That's my favorite part of road
Yeah,
trips.
that's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we will keep our fingers tightly crossed, and we
Yeah.
definitely want to see your festival looks as you plan them. That
Mhm.
is also my favorite part of any, especially like a music festival. Like,
Yeah.
I don't actually think I've gone to like, no, I don't think I've ever gone to like a festival.
Mhm.
Like, I've just gone to, shows, but I love festival outfits.
Yeah.
Like, the weekends of Coachella, I'm like scouring the internet, seeing what everybody is wearing because I'm just obsessed. So that's so fun.
Yeah. What about you? What's your number one, do you think, on your bucket list?
Okay. So, first of all, I just need to admit that I have some things on my bucket list that are just like, I don't even feel like they should be on my bucket list. So, I'm just going to address them off the top. So, I think I've mentioned that my parents live outside the city, and I've been spending a lot of time with them during like COVID.
Mhm.
So, last summer I was there like a lot, and I probably will be this summer as well. And they live in the Muskokas, which is like cottage country,
Mhm.
just like an hour and a half, 2 hours from Toronto. So, my favorite thing in the whole world, actually, there's a few. So, campfires and s'mores are literally like my favorite thing in the entire world. And those would, I feel like, be a bucket list item. But the truth is, I have like campfires and s'mores like 1 or 2 nights every single weekend in the summer. So they're on the list and they are bound to happen. But I'm just going to have as many as possible. Plus, same with like barbecue dinners. Barbecued hamburgers are literally my favorite food in the entire world. I feel like this is like a big statement, but it's very, very true and very on brand for me. So I just want to eat as much barbecued food as possible and go to the beach as much as possible. So my parents aren't right on the lake, but there's a little lake like just down the street from them. So I will be at the beach as much as I can be. So those are just kind of like key summer things that I feel, are just like classics that are on my list, but just wanted to address them right off the hop. The biggest thing I think actually on my list, okay, I can't choose actually. I kind of have to.
That's fine.
So my oldest sister is turning 30 in June, and she asked me if I would help throw her like a 30th birthday party if we're, able to do that and celebrate with family and friends. So I said 100% yes because, like I said, I'm on Pinterest all the time. So I love like planning parties. There's going to be a theme, there's going to be a playlist, there's going to be like food, drinks, all that stuff. So I'm really excited to do that. It probably won't happen in June just because of everyone's schedule, and just also, COVID restrictions will still probably be like pretty limiting. But we're hoping for later in the summer, maybe like August will be a little bit better time. And she just bought a house, so like she has a lot of things going for her right now, and I think we just need to celebrate all of them. So we might have it at her new house later this summer, or it might be at my parents' house. We still need to figure it out, but I am very excited about that. The other thing that I can't choose between, so I'm like very excited about that, but I'm also going to Montreal for a week in July, and I'll get to see both my sisters while I'm there. So I'm very excited about that. I took the whole week off work, and it's my like first like good chunk of time off for the whole year. So it'll be like busy season behind me, and I can just actually unplug and relax for a whole week. So I'm hopeful that trip happens. Right now I'm planning on taking the train there. So as long as I can get there safely during COVID times, that's great. I'm going to be there. So very excited for that.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm hopeful because I think by June 2nd, we're supposed to have like 75% of us have had our first dose or something. So I feel like that should be taking it a big chunk of like the COVID numbers. So I'm
Yeah,
hopeful.
totally. Yeah. And guys, I don't think I've mentioned this on the podcast yet, but I also got my first dose of my COVID vaccine. So that was exciting.
Woohoo!
It was very spontaneous. Literally the most spontaneous thing I've done probably since 2019. So, but it was a good spontaneous. But yeah, your girl is half vaxxed.
Yep.
And that's why also I think the summer vibes are hitting real right now
Yeah.
because it's like there's actually a chance that this stuff could happen.
Yeah, exactly. Did you have any symptoms? This is off topic, but
No, like side effects?
yeah, like
Yeah. No, I was so the day of I skipped lunch because I literally just like yeah, Tig, you text me and were like, "Hey, there's this clinic that's like any postal codes. It's not that far from you."
yeah.
So I text my friend and he literally was like, "Put your shoes on. I'm coming to pick you up," because he told me he would drive me, and I was like, "Oh my god." So I clear my afternoon and my schedule or my calendar with like work meetings, clear that, jump in his car literally, and we're off. So I skipped lunch and it was just like so much like
Adrenaline.
excitement that I feel, adrenaline and excitement that I definitely had a headache that evening, but I think it was more just from like lack of eating and the excitement and crashing, like adrenaline crash. So I don't think it was from the shot. And then the next day, I felt extremely energetic. So I went for a run. I did like an ab workout when I got home. But after that, I was like totally whipped. So I went to bed like the next day at like 10 p.m. So I'm like, maybe it was like made me tired. But for the most part, I felt like, I don't even know. I felt amazing.
Yeah. I've heard some people get energy from it. Like some people's symptom is that they have added energy.
Yeah, my grandma had that.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe that's what happened to me because that night that I ran a lot more than I like had been, but
Yeah.
at the same time I've been running more, so I was like I'm probably
Who
just
knows?
getting better cardio, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But anyways, yeah.
Wow.
Side story. All of that is to say, yep, your girls are half vaxxed
Yep.
and we are ready for summer. No side effects. We're living our best lives over here.
Yep. Feeling good. I'm at
Yeah.
2.5 weeks post vaccine.
Yeah,
So
that's amazing.
I think I'm at like 80% immunity or something. So
Amazing.
it's all coming
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. I've only been, it was only a week ago that I got vaccinated, but
So halfway.
whatever. Yeah.
I think the longer it is,
Amazing.
the better it is. So it's just going to keep getting better and better.
Yeah. So what else is on your bucket list?
I have already crushed my yearly reading goal. So I'm just going to keep going on that reading train. So I want to read like some summer books. I feel like this is like classic.
Yeah.
So I'll have to pick a couple. I have 3 more of the Bridgerton series to read, so I'll probably read those. I was also thinking The Great Gatsby because it's very like summery and I haven't read it in probably like 10 years. So yeah, read some summer books in my backyard or on my front porch, something like that.
I love that. That's also on my bucket list as well.
Yeah.
I love like the beachy, you know, just like light romance, like beach vibe books, but I want to read one while actually laying on the beach. I want those beach vibes while I'm in the beach environment.
Yeah.
So that is on my list as well.
Remember Sarah Dessen books? They were like peak teen beach reads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are so good. I might have some still on my bookshelf from like back in the day. I should reread one of those because that is the exact vibe I want while laying on the beach.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Let me think. Oh, another thing I wanted to do this summer that I thought would be fun would be to have like a nice dinner party with like, I only have 4 chairs. So Sadie, I probably would invite you. There would be my brother and my husband.
Yeah, I have I just got a lawn chair, so I'll bring my own chair.
Oh, okay, great.
Then it frees up an extra space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been getting, like, I got placemats and napkin holders, and because Tyrell and I got some of the stuff off our registry in October and we couldn't use it yet, and I'm like, we are using our fancy napkins and we're using our fancy serving dishes. So
Yeah, my lawn chair might not fit that vibe.
no, maybe not.
I
Yeah.
love that though. A fancy dinner party.
Yeah, cute. Like, it can
Let's
be
do it.
little cash, but I want to
Yeah,
use, like,
that's
the
true.
nice plates. Like Taylor Swift
Yeah,
says.
without the china.
What did she say? Set the table with the fancy shit or something like that.
Yeah,
That's the vibe I'm going
Perfect.
for.
I love it.
Yeah.
I will definitely be there.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you? What else is on the bucket list?
Let's see. Okay, so you're like, I want to be like, use my fancy shit. And I'm like, I want to go back to making arts and crafts that are not fancy. So just the other day, I was in like my spare room closet and I pulled out my craft bin. And I don't know if everybody has a craft bin or if I feel like every episode I just like reveal new things about myself that I could potentially be bullied for like, from listeners because I'm just the hugest loser ever. But I pulled out my craft bin and I saw all this string and thread in there from when I used to make like friendship bracelets. So this is like old supplies from way back in the day. And every summer I used to go camping with my family and our family friends. And me and my friend would just like braid or knot friendship bracelets and we would make one every summer. And I would put it on my ankle and tie it on there and leave it on for the entire summer. And then at the end of the summer, usually, it was disgusting from like sand and like it was discolored from how much it was in water, whatever. And then at the end of the summer, I'd cut it off, but it was on from like the start of the summer to the end of the summer. So I was like, I saw all this thread or string. I don't know what it would be called, but I think everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to make one of those again. Like I haven't made one in any of my adult years. I think it would just be so fun to make it, keep it on all summer on my ankle, little homemade anklet, and then cut it off. And that is that. So that is on my list. And then also in terms of like I was saying, arts and crafts, I just want to do a DIY project and I don't know exactly what. And my dad will probably hate me because I always am like, I don't know. The last thing I made was like giant Jenga, which was fun. However, I get this idea in my head. I ask my dad for help and then my dad is like, okay, he helps me, but then I just want it done. Like it sounds like a good idea, but I'm not very patient or like want to do it as like carefully as he would, you know what I mean? So I need to think of a DIY project that's like achievable and that I won't regret signing myself up for. But that is on my list, is doing a DIY project of some sort.
Love it. We're currently DIYing our shed in our garden. We're turning it into a recording studio. So we've been working away on that.
That's a big DIY.
Yeah, it's been a long time in the making, but
wow.
I don't do much of it. All I do is I stain the wood. So I'm an expert at staining things if you need me to stain stuff, but yeah. So we've been working away on that.
When do you think that will be done?
We're hoping for July 1st because my husband and brother are in a band and they're hoping to do a live stream from the studio on Canada Day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, love that.
So we'll see. We'll see if we get it done.
Yeah, I have faith.
Yeah. Well, it's like nothing to do with me, really. It's my dad.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Yeah.
Your supervisor.
We're getting it done. Yeah. Speaking of like my backyard, my mom gave us a stand for our TV with the idea that we would bring our TV into the backyard and then we could like watch things out there. Well, the story was we were going to do it to watch the Raptors playoff run. Womp womp. The Raptors didn't make the playoffs. So now we're
That's
like, okay, new idea. What can we do? So I feel like it would be fun. Well, like there's hockey playoffs. So we're gonna test it this week on one of the hockey games. See if it's as hyped as it is in my mind. But I feel like having like any kind of outdoor like movie screening or like anything would be so fun.
Yeah, that's on my list as well.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you if you had like a projector or some sort of like outdoor movie setup because of all the people I know, you're the most likely to have that. So I put like an outdoor movie night on my bucket list, and then I was like, I don't know how this is going to happen. So I'm definitely down.
Yeah, you manifested it.
In the backyard.
Yeah.
I did, yeah. And I was like, worst comes to worst, last summer. So when I got my AirPods, it was like a game changer for me, okay? So now I sit outside on my balcony and it's so much easier to like watch a TV show or watch a movie on my computer and just like listen to my AirPods. So I was like, that can be the backup plan if Tegan doesn't have an outdoor movie set up.
When is the Friends reunion?
Oh my God, girl.
Imagine.
Oh, don't even get me started.
They just put out a trailer today.
I think it's May 27th, I want to say.
Oh my gosh, that's so soon. That's next week. Oh my God. Okay.
That's the day this episode comes out, isn't it? No. It's the week this episode comes out, though.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me Google quick.
Wow. Guys, if you're listening on the Tuesday, get ready for Friends on Thursday.
Yeah, initial release May 27th, 2021.
Okay, so
I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm gonna cry the entire time I watch it. And I know people are like, oh my God, somebody needs to punch this girl. She's got a craft bin. Yeah. And she's gonna cry watching the Friends reunion. But I literally am. Just watching the trailers, I get like the most intense like chills and like totally get like choked up. And I'm just like, oh, this is just so good. I'm so excited.
Oh, it's okay. So it's on HBO Max, which we don't have in Canada.
You can pay extra for your Crave.
Yeah, to get HBO, but not HBO Max is like original programming. Because I'm reading this Global article. When is that? From today. And they're like, we reached out to Crave to clarify if it will be streaming, and they have not responded.
Oh, I know there's because I have just like the basic Crave package. I don't know what it is. And there's some stuff I can't watch unless I like upgrade my subscription. Yeah. And I just thought if you upgraded, you got HBO Max. But that's
no, because we have upgraded and we have HBO. But that's it.
I have, okay.
So, because we can watch like Game of Thrones and stuff. But then there's stuff that goes straight to HBO Max, like sometimes new movies. Yeah. And we don't get it until later.
Okay. Well, we better get the Friends stuff. And the other thing I need HBO Max for is that this July, Gossip Girl reunion. Or not reunion, sorry. Just Gossip Girl spinoff
like
comes.
Reboot or whatever?
So, yes, thank you. Reboot. That's the word. And you guys know that I subscribe to 17 magazine. So, what is it? June issue? Yeah, I just got it. So, yeah, I guess it would be June issue of 17 is not 17. Oh my God, girl. I'm going insane.
You're reverting to your teenage self.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm just so pumped up right now. We're talking about all my favorite things that I'm just like overwhelmed. Okay. I subscribe to Cosmo magazine. There we go. Yep. And the June issue, I was just reading the cover of the June Cosmo magazine is Gossip Girl Reboot. And I'm just so excited. There's, I guess, not like that many details have been like leaked about it or told about it. Apparently there's like some big spin in it. I have no idea. But I'm very excited. So I just like read the whole cover story of my Cosmo magazine. Oh man, I'm such a hot mess right now. But anyways, that is HBO Max as well.
Yeah, so is the Sex and the City reboot I'm reading.
Jeez, okay, Louise. We'll find it. And and if it costs $1 million, we'll split it or something. Yeah,
HBO's just making their money off of rebooting nostalgic TV shows.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
I'm here for it. Yeah, as I sit there like braiding my 2005 like anklet.
Yeah.
Watching all the reunions and reboots of my nostalgic shows.
Well, it looks like we'll have lots to watch in the backyard if I get it set up.
Okay, but isn't it just so funny how like we're planning on the world opening up and yet this is when all the TV shows come out? Like
Yeah.
it's like wouldn't have this been nice once we were all at home and had nothing else to do?
Yeah, exactly.
But whatever. I understand.
I also, every single summer, myself and my husband do a Harry Potter movie marathon.
Ooh,
So I've
I
got to
love
slot that in somewhere. We don't go like crazy hard. Like we watch them over like say 3 or 4 days. We're not like we watch
that's
them all
good.
back to back, but yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's like a fall vibe for me. I don't
Mhm.
know why, but usually it's like October, like between Halloween and Christmas is usually when I
Oh.
watch Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But I love the movie marathon idea.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I know some people call Harry Potter movies Christmas movies,
Yeah.
which I
I feel like it's all season, you know?
Yeah.
All season,
it all
watch
happens.
worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely
Awesome.
on the list. I also bought a kiddie pool for my backyard. My backyard's going to be popping
Yay.
off this summer.
Yeah, no kidding. And the
Yeah.
boys will just be like playing music from your new recording studio.
Yep, exactly.
We'll be having fancy dinner. I'm just gonna live at your house part-time.
That's great. I don't mind.
So I can have your fancy dinner party with
Yeah.
you. And you're like, it's not fancy, but I'm just calling it fancy. Yeah. And we can have our outdoor movies.
Yep.
Definitely want to be part of that kiddie pool experience.
Mhm. Yep. Just spend
I
all
love
day
that.
lounging in the pool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tag, that is, yeah.
It's all coming
that is
together.
amazing. I love it. So good. Well, when we're not in your backyard, something that is on my bucket list. First of all, this is already in the books for us is to go camping. So
Mhm.
I think that will be a lot of fun. We're going camping June.
Yep,
So
end of June.
hopefully,
Hopefully it's allowed.
yeah.
It's been outlawed
Yeah.
up until lately, so.
And hopefully if we do go, it's like good weather. Because I like have a love-hate relationship with camping. Like
Yeah.
it's very like nostalgic for me. And like I said, I would go camping every year as a kid. So when I go camping now, I like it for that reason. But I'm not into bugs. I'm not into like wildlife. You know, like
Yeah.
I hate the tent experience, but
Yeah.
I can appreciate it since I'm nostalgic.
It's
So-
a lot of work too. Like I feel like people maybe who don't camp
Yeah.
don't realize like when you get to your campsite, you've got like an hour or two of like straight work of like setting your stuff
Setting
up
up.
and getting organized.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
relaxing vacation right away.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's on my bucket list. And then also I want to do a day trip to Prince Edward County. So, hello, basic white girl right here coming at you as always. But I would love to do that. I've never been to Prince Edward County, I don't think. And also would love to like check out like one of the wineries around there.
Mhm.
I know it's just like beautiful too, so I feel like I could just make a whole day trip out of it.
Yeah, definitely. No, I don't think I've been there either.
Yeah, well, you're invited.
Oh,
Let's go.
Great, thanks. Neither of us drive.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll figure that out later.
We'll Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the last kind of like, I guess, like adventurous. Actually, no, I have two more adventurous-y type things, which are not adventurous-y at all. But I also want to go to Allen Gardens, which I feel is maybe super lame. And if you're like a born and raised Toronto person listening to this, you're probably like, what the hell, girl? I've heard Allen Gardens is like beautiful, but I've also heard it's like sketch and also I think it's just in like a sketchy like area and trashy. So
Great.
I have no idea what to expect. But I think the actual gardens are really nice and I've never been before. I had big dreams of in my last job doing like a photo shoot at Allen Gardens and it just didn't work out. So that was devastating, but ever since I've wanted to go and had my own photo shoot, like I think that'd be good content for the Insta. So let's go, Tag.
Yeah.
I think we should go there too.
I'm down.
And then last adventure, just to like get this off the list, is I want to go to the Hamilton waterfalls as well. So I tried to go last year with my friend, and they were all closed because of COVID and just like it drawing crowds and stuff, even though it's outdoors. So we still had like a really lovely day, and you know, we had like a little bit of a hike in, but it was just around like a park conservation area. Oh man, I'm losing it, guys. But what else is new? So it was still a nice day, but I haven't gone to any waterfalls in Hamilton, so that is on the list.
Interesting. Yeah. What else do I have on my list? I want to go to a cottage. I thought this would be fun. This is something I've concocted in my mind recently, but my husband's family has a cottage, so we could either go there or just like rent a really nice cottage. And I thought it would be fun, depending on the COVID rules, obviously, if we got like a big group of like 10 people and we all went up for like a weekend, and it was like a different person was in charge of each meal, and we all just like hung out and chilled at the cottage. I thought that'd be fun.
Yeah.
And
that'd be a lot of fun.
Very like, remember in Sex and the City when they rent that house? That like beach
in the
house?
Hamptons?
Yeah. And they like all go up and they all pretend that they're teenagers, or Charlotte does. But yeah, that's the vision I have for it.
Yeah, I just watched that episode the other day, so that's so funny.
Yeah.
You brought it up.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah. Love that. And I feel like you said, Tyrell's family cottage can be a good like backup, or you can do both, you know? Like do, because like going out with friends or renting a cottage, like you'd probably only do that like once through the summer.
Yeah.
But if you have another cottage, like, yeah, girl, go live that best life. Honestly, my parents aren't that far from Tyrell's family's cottage, so we can just live our best lives together.
Yeah.
Actually, if you do go and I'm up there at the same time, we should go. So something that I love about my campfire nights at my parents' house is like, the sky is so dark, so you can see the most amazing stars. And literally in my parents' backyard, when it's like a clear night and no moon, and you know, it's just like the stars are brilliant. You can literally also see like the Milky Way. Like that's how dark it is. So a lot of the towns, I think maybe all of the towns in Muskoka area, I was saying Gravenhurst, but Muskoka area are on like light. The cities or towns are on light preservers, so it doesn't pollute the sky, so you can see the stars so well. And they have like basically sky observation areas, I guess, throughout, and there's a few of them. And I want to go there. That's on my bucket list for this year, because I've tried to go, but it's either just the weather didn't cooperate, or it was like super busy last year when we tried to go. But we should definitely try to go, because the stars are already so beautiful. Never mind when you're like on this like giant rock in the middle of nowhere with nothing but the sky and the stars. So
the last time we went up to Tyrell's cottage, his friend Taylor came, which I don't think he listens to the podcast, so I hope he doesn't mind that I'm saying this, but and he knew like all the constellations, so he was like, this is this sign, because we all laid on the dock and we're like looking at the stars. Except I get kind of spooked in the forest because I'm scared that animals are going to attack me. So he's like, look at the stars. And I'm like, jumpy. Because we could like, if I hear things trying to get in the garbage, like they have bears and stuff, that rattles my cage. So
yeah,
just
that is kind of scary.
Warning you that that's how I act.
Yeah.
Up north.
I'm the same way, but not so much. I don't know. I think it's more like camping for some reason, because I just am like, raccoons just come out of nowhere. But I know that feeling, and I feel I'm jumpy as well. So that's okay. We'll still enjoy the stars, and you can get like apps on your phone. So if you don't know all the constellations, or like don't know what you're looking at, like I think everyone in my family has like this one app on our phone where you can just like point it up at the sky, and it'll tell you what like the planets are, or like what you're looking at, and it'll even like trace out the constellation in the sky on your phone. So a lot of the time you can't see all the stars that are part of a constellation, but you can see like most of them, and your phone will like show you how it kind of maps out. But super cool.
Yeah.
I thought, Tag, when you were going to say that you were really jumpy or like you get spooked, I thought you were going to say looking at the sky you get spooked, because I just have this memory, and you can definitely cut this out, but last year when we went, was it last year? 2 years ago, when we went to like the bridal party, went to one of the bridesmaids' cottages, and I remember I was standing on the deck out back with Duncan, your brother, and he was just like staring at the sky and was just like, what the fuck? Like, this is just beyond. Like, he was just like, so like, there's so much to like this galaxy, so much to the world, and he was like so in his like head and just like in the moment, and I was just like, what are you doing, Duncan?
Yeah,
it was
what
just
the
so
heck?
cute at the same time though. He was just like staring at the sky, just like beside himself. It was so funny. I thought you were gonna say you get spooked looking at the stars.
No, I'm scared of bears.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
But.
I watched a movie called Grizzly Man in university, and spoiler
God,
alert, the
that
guy gets
doesn't
eaten by a bear. It was a documentary.
Oh my God.
And
I think I heard about this. Yeah.
It's like it's a good documentary as far as like filmmaking goes, but the bears eat him up.
Yeah.
Which sucks for him,
geez.
but yeah.
Oh boy.
So now I'm scared of bears.
Yeah.
And they're Tyrell's favorite
that
animal.
makes sense.
That's the irony of it all.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure that out when we get there.
Yeah.
I guess kind of speaking of bears, but not quite. This is an awful transition. But another thing on my bucket list is to go berry picking. For some reason, I just, we're talking about bears. Bears eat berries. Here we are.
Oh, I thought you
wanna
meant
go
like the
berry
pun,
picking.
like berry picking.
Oh, no, I didn't. But there we go. Two ways. Two ways to how we got to I want to go berry picking.
Oh man.
So I've gone like strawberry picking, and that's usually like June. Then there's like raspberries and blueberries. I forget which one comes first, but it's literally June, July, August. There's a different berry in season. So I want to go berry picking. There's nothing like Ontario strawberries. I just love them. So that's on the list.
I want to go to a pumpkin patch. This is for our fall bucket list, but I'm throwing it out there now so you're prepared.
Yeah, we're not there yet. Okay,
But
sounds good. We will go to a fall pumpkin patch.
Okay, great. Yeah, I wanted to have a picnic this summer. I thought that would be fun. Tyrell and I got...
I'll bring the berries.
Perfect.
I'm inviting myself to all of your summer.
No, you are invited.
Summer activities.
Don't even question it. You are invited. But because Tyrell and I got a picnic kit for a wedding gift from our friends Jess and Lauren. So
yeah, that would be so cute. Okay, I won't go on that picnic because that's like such a cute picnic for the two of you.
Oh, thanks.
And just like, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
So cute. I love that.
I do have a plan for us though. That I want us, there's a really cute like brunch spot that's like a 30-minute walk from my house. So I have this vision of us in like yoga pants or something and like having like a little 30-minute walk over there, having our brunch and mimosas and then having our little fitness walk back. That's also something.
Of course.
I thought that'd be cute.
I'm so down. Yeah, I cannot wait until we can go for brunch.
Yeah, patios need to open stat. So I can have mimosas.
Yeah. I hope they open soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm down. Let's go for brunch.
Great.
That is definitely on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is maybe one of the last things on my bucket list is going to a farmer's market. So there's actually like a church just down the street from me, and they have a farmer's market every summer, but it's on Fridays from like 8 to 4 or something. So historically, I've never been able to go since it's a weekday and I was usually in the office.
Yeah.
And I think last year, I don't know if they had it on last year or if I just didn't go. I don't know what the reason was, but I didn't go. And this year, though, I just saw they put their sign out. It starts the week this episode comes out. So I am going to go as much as I can. I don't think it's like a big market by any means, but honestly, any like vegetable stand or market of any sort is literally like when I'm the happiest. So I am so excited to just go and like pick out some local foods, even if they cost me an arm and a leg. I just feel so happy in that environment, and then like coming home eating like local produce. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, one summer, my summer job, I worked for like tourism for the county that I was living in. And part of my job was that I had to like man our booth at farmers markets. And the people who have booths there are like the nicest people. Like I would get like free candles and try all this free food and like because they're just like so friendly and nice, and all the food is so good. Like you could do your grocery shop at some of these like big farmers markets and get all of your food for the week, and it was so tasty.
That's literally my dream.
Yeah.
Is like, well, this is my very specific dream is that I want to live like downtown King West, because that's just always been the dream. And I want to be able to like, you know, just take transit or like bike to St. Lawrence Market. I was gonna say St. Jacobs, but no, St. Lawrence Market. Just like stock up, get, like you said, like maybe not my groceries, because I think that would add up really quick and get very expensive, but just like get as much local like fresh stuff as possible and like put it in my basket on my bike and bike home.
Yeah. Have you seen Dakota Johnson's like farmers market fashion? Because I'm obsessed with Dakota Johnson just in general. But she like, there's one famous picture of her where she's wearing this specific brand of pants and they like sold out and you can't find them anywhere. Like her looks are so good. So I think like we can share some on our Instagram, but it's like the perfect farmer's market vibe. Like when you see her, you will be like, yes, this is how I want to live my life. That's how I look when I walk to the farmer's market. Yeah.
I probably have it saved on my Pinterest board and just didn't know it was Dakota Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just something about farmers markets that I love. And my mom is the same way, where like last year she just wanted to stop on like I said, like any like vegetable stand, or like there's some like, I don't want to call them markets, but I don't know what else you would call them. Even like garden centers and like, you know, but like locally owned. And there's so many on the highway going to Muskoka. She was like, when I pick you up, like we're just going to stop at all of the places I've always wanted to stop on the way back. And it was the best day for both of us. Like, I don't even know if we got that much stuff, but it's just my happy place. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I love that.
Good vibes all around. Yeah. Happy people, good fashion. What more can you ask for? I was going to ask you if you've been to St. Jacobs, Tag. That's like,
no, I don't think so.
Kitchener? I want to say Kitchener. Yeah. You should go to St. Jacobs. If it's open this summer, you should try to go this summer. If not, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But it's a really nice market, and it's like heading back towards where we grew up.
Yeah, like I've been obviously like everything around our hometown, because that's where I worked my summer job. I went to like for that whole summer all the farmers markets there, and then I've been to the one in London because they have one inside like a building too, but nothing close to here.
Yeah. Also, if we get access to a car, I feel we should go to a flea market, because that's another thing. I haven't gone to many flea markets, but I've only gone in like London area, but I feel there'd be some good Toronto, Mississauga flea market type stuff. So that'd be fun.
I feel like flea markets actually up near like your parents' house and near like in cottage country, you can find like the weirdest stuff there sometimes.
Yeah, very true. Okay, we're just hitting up all the markets.
Yeah, on our way to
market summer,
cottage country.
Yes, I love that so much.
Yeah.
So good. And then I was also going to ask you, there's this winery. I'll have to like remember what it's called. I don't think I have any of the wine left, but it's like St. Thomas area. We should go there too.
Okay.
Or you should go if you haven't been. But it was like some of the best wine I've like ever had. Ooh. And it's in St. Thomas. So I was like, what the heck? Like I didn't have any idea it was there. But it was super good. And listen to this, folks. If you're in that area, I need to find out what it's called. But you can sample like as many wines as you want for free. Whoa. I was like, whoa, sis, this is good stuff. Like you go to Niagara and you get like 3 samples for like $15 or whatever,
Yeah.
which isn't like the end of the world.
Mhm.
But when we rolled up and she was like, do you want to try like samples? It's free. We were like, yes, we want to
Yeah,
try
all of
all the
them.
samples.
Yeah.
And it's good wine too. So I was like, I want to go back there. Maybe not until like more like September, like fall time,
Mhm.
but go back there. It's not quite a market, but another happy place of mine.
Yeah. No, I want to take Tyrell to a winery because he's decided to get like into wine and he's never been to one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, there you go.
if we have a girls trip, he can be one of the girls.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Tyrell fits right in with the girls, let's be
Yeah.
honest. Awesome.
Cool.
I think that's it from my list, though.
Yeah, I think that's it for mine too.
Yeah.
That's a lot of plans though.
Yeah, I was going to say, we should have told our listeners, like, grab a pen and paper.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. We're just, like, fire
Get
rapid.
ready.
All these ideas. But honestly, I'm so excited. I hope things continue to improve and
Mhm.
like we're able to get out there and actually enjoy the summer, see people outside of our households, and it'll be good times.
Even going to, oh my God, I should have put going to a drive-in. That would be fun. Going to a drive-in movie.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's true.
hopefully.
good-
Because I think they're
good
shut
one.
now, but they should. Because you just sit in your own car, right? Like,
Yeah.
so.
And like drive-in, it was like drive-in everything last summer.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
movies, concerts, everything. So I think those will for sure be open. And
Yeah. Because that's another
That's a good idea.
fun summer activity.
yeah,
Cool.
I love that. Awesome. Well, guys, like Tegan said, we are on Pinterest. So we will make sure that we are updating our Pinterest boards, especially our summer board, with all things summer. So if you're looking for ideas past this episode or just wanting to create a seasonal mood board for yourself, definitely check out our Pinterest. Follow us on Pinterest. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Our Golden 20s. We are on Spotify, putting out playlists. We'll probably have a few new summer playlists coming your way. And you can support us on Patreon. So we have 3 tiers, $2, $6, and $10 a month. And that can be your way of giving back to the podcast if you listen in every week. We so appreciate you and would love for you to join our Patreon community.
Yeah.
So that is everything.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We will talk to you guys next Tuesday.
Yeah. See you next Tuesday.